No, I'm not. Hey, Jeff. What's up, guys? There's a lot of you here. Holy crap. Trying to find those chord videos you told me about. Oh, last week. Yeah, look under. I think I was talking to you, Chris, about my two caged videos. Hey, John. Hey, Jim. Hello, everyone. How to gain confidence in doing lead. Oh, wait. Major Triad. Do you know me personally? Do I know you? Because that is a lesson that I have lined up. Oh, hold on. I can't even see what's happening here. What's going? You should do a tweezer video. Maybe one day I'll do a tweezer video. I don't know. How you guys doing? Let's see. I just want to make sure my settings are on a live chat. Okay, cool. All right, that's what I want, live chat. I can't. It's hard to see on my phone. All right. So I'm back. I've had a long time off since I don't know, 2 months and a half. My teaching skills are on a level. Thank you. Bring your workshop to Skype, and I am there. Maybe not Skype. Maybe Zoom. Oh, you're in Sarasota. Come on. Okay, so Never Lost Live Workshop. Somebody's mentioned that. That's going well. Registration is going really well. I'm stoked actually at how well registration is going. I have another promo video. I hate like advertising these things, but if you want to come. It's gonna be a great time, and that's it. All right, so today we're back on track. We're just gonna be doing a general Q&A. I've had about 3 or 4 videos that I've launched since my last live feed. So instead of covering the topics of everything, I'm just gonna sit here with my amazing beard and logo, which I just realized I'm wearing. Oh God, why do you guys even support me? This is pathetic. Look at this. This is pathetic. This is where I'm just going to cover this up like this, all right? And I'm going to sit, I'm going to answer questions, see how you guys are doing. Ramon, by the way, yes, I do have your workshop right here. It'll be mailed out to you. I got to email everyone for their email address. It took a little bit more time than expected, but here is the workshop for you. But it's no good to anyone else because you have to follow along. You know. Anyway, what was your favorite concert you saw of any band? Oh God. Okay, so what was my favorite concert of any band? Well, you know, you're gonna say, I don't know, man. It's hard. Okay, straight up answer. The best experience I had at any. I am gonna do a giveaway next week. We'll talk about the giveaway. Remind me about the giveaway. My favorite concert, I think, was the Black Crowes with Jimmy Page at Jones Beach, New York. And that one, you know, I've been to several. I've been to a lot of Fish shows. I've been to a lot of festivals, but like there was something amazing about that show. Jeff, are you there? Anyway, so that show for me was outstanding. I mean, just seeing Jimmy Page there. What's your favorite Dead Don't? What is that? Stray Cats of Stony Brook. Oh my God, it's Stony Brook. That's great. Yeah, Stray Cat. Well, I saw Moxie Fruvis at SUNY Farmingdale. Anyway, all right. So let's talk. Since I've seen you all, it's wonderful to have you here. I've done a Fish video. I've done this blues video. Can we quickly just talk, everyone here? Can we talk about we'll talk about Neil Casal in a second, and maybe if you guys want to help me out, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this. Remind me about Neil Casal in a second. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the video about not noodling and making melodies, it just took off. It just skyrocketed, and like, and so I'm probably going to do, because of that, it made me realize that, you know, StichMethod has its place on the, whoa, what was that? Hold on. Oh, thank you, Chris. You don't have to do that. That was very nice of you, Chris Hawkins. That's really cool, man. I know everybody's typing right now. Yeah, see, Peter writes, that was one of my best. And that one, I really was mentally out of it when I did that video, because it was a couple days after Neil Casal had killed himself. And I was really, really sad. And it was just really nice and refreshing that a lot of people liked that video. So we'll answer questions about that. But I don't know if I should say something or not. I really don't care either way. I probably won't say anything about what I'm about to say. Anyway, but yeah, Neil Casal killing himself just killed me on the inside. I'm still kind of hollowed out a little bit. So, yeah, I don't really want to talk about that because that was terrible. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see, it really was a great video. Yeah, I'm getting all teared up now. Let's see, hold on. Have you seen Krugman? Yes, I saw Krugman with Trey at Lockn. I was at Lockn, and I should talk to you about Lockn. Lockn was phenomenal. Lockn was really cool. I saw many, many, many bands there, and oh my god, you know what? I ran into so many, like, countless fans of StichMethod. It was unbelievable, and I wrote all their names down, and I forgot them all. And so if I met you at Lockn, that was primo. That was a fun time. That really, really warmed my heart. Like, every step I took, there was a StichMethod fan, and I got a chance to talk to everyone, and give everyone a hug, and really, like, understand, like, their perspective. Should a beginner try to memorize blues licks? No, don't lose. Well, hold on, cancel. I almost reported you. Where was that? Where was that? How do I? Okay. Should a beginner try to memorize blues licks? I feel lost with every blues solo tutorial, and I don't know what to do. Have you started with my Blues Primer playlist? And if you have started with my Blues Primer playlist, I would say look up some standard licks to get your confidence in it, but start with my Blues Primer playlist, and it just puts you in perspective as to what a lick is built around a pentatonic and some chord tones. And yes, TTB fan, I'm still kind of gutted over that. Yeah, what can you say? I mean, like, you know, there's help out there for you. Anyone who's not feeling too hot in the head. Anyway, I really don't want to get down on that. I get to do that in my own time. Do a lesson on how to play your intro ditty. Oh, I think I did. Hammer. If you search the annals of StichMethod, if you go to StichMethod, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to YouTube, type in StichMethod, click on my channel, then you go to the videos, and then oh. That's my wife. I was gonna say Volpec was amazing, but I can't get distracted. What the hell was I saying? There is, if you go in the videos, there is a StichMethod riff tutorial with, I think, tabs somewhere. Maybe, I don't know, but you're talking about the, like that one. I just finished Blues Primer playlist, improved my blues playing tenfold. Thank you. Loving your vids. I think you demonstrated it was Mixolydian first. I think actually it was a Dorian thing. I watched several from the Blues Primer, and I understand understand the principles, but when I try to do it, I don't find myself having anything to say. Okay, well, we're going to talk about, I'm going to make a video about that next week. Okay, I will make a video about learning how to say something, but make sure you watch my Stop Noodling. Make sure you did watch my Stop Noodling and how to make a melody video, because that can help, okay? So my wife, you saw, just chimed in. I was going to make these Lockn awards. I was going to do this whole thing about Lockn and make all these awards. Now, I'll give the awards out, so hold on for 1 second. Like, just time out the questions and we'll do Q&A. I only had 3 awards set. Number 1, Best in Show. Best in Show was, I know everyone's going to say Derek and Trey. It was good. Volpec blew the fucking house down. It blew the house. Volpec was great. I've known about Volpec. I do love Volpec. To see them live, and and it was they came out guns blazing, and you had to be there. It was great, and their show was great. Best in Show. I had another award. Oh, I forgot other awards. I'm like trying to. I had one more award afterward, but anyway. The idea is, I was going to, what really got me upset, just to let you know, what really got me upset was I was going to text Neil, because him and I had texted back and forth, after his set with O'Teal and Friends. Oh, I got the other award. And I was going to tell him that he won the Best Solo Award, because, you know, there was a lot of soloing, and I remember walking through the field, and I wasn't paying attention to the song being played. I think I was walking to the bathroom or something, and the solo came on, and I knew it was Neil right away, but, like, his solo was just so good and so out there and different from what was on stage. And I was going to text him and be like, hey, man, just to let you know, you won the best, solo improviser of the night. And I didn't do it because I didn't want to bother him. And I was like, you know what, I'll just tell him later. And then I never got a chance to, and that would really, really kill me. But the Neil Casal, that sucked. And then the other award, not for nothing, the best, like, I don't know what the award, the most refreshing act, I'll say, was definitely Melvin Seals and the Jerry Garcia Band. They opened up, I think, the third day, and they played a lot of JGB stuff, and it just really put me in a good mood, and the weather was great, and, like, watching John solo and Melvin and everyone, and they brought it, and it was so refreshing to hear songs of the Jerry Garcia band, not necessarily Grateful Dead stuff. Even though I love the Grateful Dead stuff, it was just nice to hear that perspective. And so those are the 3 awards I was going to hand out to Lockn. Dave Manson for sure is tasty player. I'll only know one of my favorite that he does. Cool, excellent. So that was my stuff there. Have you considered doing a video in the head of Neil Young plays electric, scales he uses as a melody? I could do that. Your Nevertheless system. Your Nevertheless system runs with 3 notes per string method for diatonic scales, or user. Okay, I don't like 3 notes per string. Now let me tell you why I don't like 3 notes per string, and this is very true. From my limited knowledge of 3 notes per string, it seems like they're very, very positional, and it's hard. And again, like this is my ignorance on the matter. Okay. It seems like once you're in it, you can't get out of it. Like if I want like a Dorian, I'd have to stick to my Dorian shape. You know, that was the wrong shape. I'd have to stick to my Dorian shape and do it. And the idea is caged is so much more versatile in terms of you have one scale, you can play any mode. So I'm a big believer in cage, and all of my favorite guitar players are either use cage consciously or they just play and it happens to fall into the cage framework. So okay, so here's the deal. 3 notes per string has its place, and that is in metal, and that is in, you know, speed metal. It's in what's the type of, like, the mathcore. Anything that has that sound is usually 3 notes per string. When and the stuff I love, you know, don't get me wrong, like Fish and Jerry, you know, they use this caged method, but like then you look at like classic rock and they have it's basic pentatonics with chord tones. So it's not like if and or, it's which genre does it belong in. I've been playing for longer than I like to admit, and your videos on pentatonic scales have finally made things click. That is awesome to hear, Jason. That's awesome. No, I haven't. I know everyone loves Get Through Traps lessons, yes. Let's see. Anybody else out there? So we can ask questions about anything really. I'm just gonna sit here and just, you know, that's pretty much it. That's where we're going with this. I have nothing else to say in terms of I find the melodic tone and go back to the home key in any chord form, and I am right. Am I right, Stitch? What does that mean? Okay, I find the melodic tone and go back to home key in any chord form, and I am right. Am I right? Yes, I think I understand what you're saying. Is that's what modal playing is. You find your parent key, you find what your home tone is, and you play off of that. I'll agree with that tremendously. Tremendously. Where is I can't. Sorry. Hey Stitch, thanks for your videos. No problem. Do you count any rhythms in your head at all anymore? I can keep in time reasonably in 16ths, but as soon as like now are you talking about soloing or are you talking about strumming, Mike? I don't. Okay, so like, I used to count a lot when you're studying rhythm. Like when where's the camera? Is it like here? Wait, hold on. Let me see where the camera is. I'm gonna find. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. When you're studying rhythm, I mean, you have to count. You have to really count and use the vocab. And I have a lesson about counting vocab coming out. I promise. But then you do it so much that you've resonated your body, and like you magnetize a nail. You know, the more you rub that nail on the magnet, the more you get that nail to be a magnet, and you don't have to count as much. So, sorry, I didn't see soloing. No, I don't. I mean, like, I don't count anymore, but I did count. Now, Mike, have you seen I have a video I made about 5 months ago, like oh crap, what is it called? How to make a better blues solo, and I write like it's about your rhythm. I don't know if you've seen that, but that is going to help you with counting, saying a 1, a 2, a triplet, you know, and doing that type of stuff. So it's something about a better blues guitar solo filmed maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago. I wish I had a date. Maybe somebody can look it up. Stitch, what's the best way to learn how to bend and use vibrato during the bend? Oh, I have no idea. It's such a hard topic, you know. When you're... You just gotta learn. I don't know. Have you guys heard my speech about what vibrato is? Have you guys heard this thing about what vibrato is? Let me know if you're about the tuner, about A440. First, you gotta get good vibrato down. You have to know what vibrato is, and is my vibrato good? I don't know. I like it. And then let's see. Doing solo and lead riffs are big shoes to carry through. I'll check that out. Thanks a lot. No, okay. Okay, listen to BB King as much as possible. Yeah, okay, I'll say that. I'm having trouble muting. Okay, so yes, we'll talk about all that stuff. Okay, vibrato. Okay, so a couple things here. There's an illusion. Oh, nice. Yes, I could. There's an illusion about what vibrato is. When you bend a string can only be bent higher, can't be bent lower. So you don't have a note here, you don't have a note here, and the note's not doing this. Okay, it's not doing that. The note is doing this. Okay? It's either staying still or going up and coming back to where it started. And there is a fine line with how much you can get of a bend in vibrato. Now, I apologize if you guys have heard this before, but on a tuner, on the olden tuners, you used to say A and then 440. And that's my wife, thank you, with the ocelot. We'll talk about ocelot. And what that is if you take anything and shake it 440 times a second, it means that it's going to produce the sound of an A. You can take your hand, shake your hand 440 times a second, you get an A. But sometimes pianos, because they only get tuned, I don't know, like once a year, twice a year, sometimes the strings slack and it's shaking at 439 times a second, 438, 437. I think as low as it can go is maybe 436. And sometimes it's called out and the strings tighten up, and that A that you tune to can be 441, 442, 443, 444 hertz. And so an A has a realm of shaking between maybe, I think, 436 times per second. I knew somebody was going to say that. Thank you for making me laugh. And between 436 times a second and like 445 times a second. And what your vibrato is doing is taking that A from 440 and raising up to 441, 442, and 443. John, are you coming to the workshop? Answer, it's okay. I know you're interested. And so you have to understand, you're not trying to bend the note out of its realm. You know, you're not trying to go. That's not it. And so you got to learn where your realm is. It's within this. All right, and you guys are making me laugh, and that's good. And so your vibrato wants to make sure, if I take an A, where's my A? Here. There it is. I'm not changing the tone. And actually, a good way to do it is to turn your tuner on. Let's see. I don't know. Turn your tuner on, and let's see, like. And play your, if you play your vibrato, you're going to see the lights flashing, but it's not changing. And the moment that you come out of it, you realize that this is a great video I should make. I'm just talking my way through it. If you start to see the A sharp, then you realize that you're coming out of it. I'll stop talking. Can you overbend a string to the point of breaking it? Yes, you can. Okay, so I talked a lot about that. Let's move on forward. There were some questions I totally missed. I can try ocelot, but I have a video about 46 days, and is it the best quality video? I don't know, but 46 Days Jam and Ocelot are the same exact song, so you can watch my 46 Days one. It was a live feed. Do you do a video tips? Oh my god, look at this. About improving descending lines. I have a hard time figuring out the best finger approach. Are you talking about like sixths? Are you talking about like hold on, let me get oh, that'd be descending. Like stuff like that? Stuff like that, like I don't know if you're talking about that. If anything, you want to see the chord pieces. If you haven't seen my video on sliding sixth, you go to YouTube and type in StichMethod sliding sixth, and just ascending through a scale. Oh, like on a single string? Yeah, that's actually hard stuff. If I were you, the way you see, it's weird. I don't see it like. Oh, how do I explain this? Yeah, I mean, like if I had to send through a string, you know, it depends on what. That's a great question. That depends on. Those aren't. Yes, those are thirds. They're thirds. They're chord tones. Watch my sliding sixth lesson. Trust me. I see the chords like, you know, and I'll see the chord tones. It's weird, like. And so it's more of a cage thing. Maybe I should like analyze that and try to find an easy way to do it for you. Okay, more questions, please. And can I get a time check? I don't know what time it is because I'm using my phone to stream. So tell me what time it is. Alternate versus counting picking on bouncing around the room. So were the chords there? I down, up, down, up, down, up. The muting thing. Okay, the muting. I talk a lot about the muting thing. Okay, so everybody take your picking hand and introduce yourself to this nice, fatty, chunky part of your palm. And somebody give me that time check. Okay, so, and so right here, fatty part of your palm. Now, every time I think about this part of my problem. I used to be in a band, and I was very good friends with the drummer. And one day he was, oh my God, I can't even think about it. One day he was separating frozen burger patties with a knife. With a knife. Oh my God, I don't know where you are. And he stabbed himself right here, like really good, and I couldn't even look at it for like a month. And so that part right here, okay, so right there. I would get a Squire Strat, absolutely. I think Squires are actually pretty good. And what you're going to do is you're going to put that part right on the edge, right on the end of your saddles, where your strings come off the saddle. And so it's there, okay? It's hard to see. It's there. And this is your resting position. The best way to practice this is to play an E7 chord, boom. Hit these two strings here, the E and A with your pick, right? Like that. And then get a good mute. Now, a good mute involves well, we'll talk about that. A good mute involves where the note stops. Okay, this is a bad mute. Whoa. Don't change your note like I did. There you go. Ooh, I'm not used to the Strat neck, okay? Okay, like this. And then now what you're gonna do is play an E chord, and you're gonna go and come off. I think I just want to make sure I'm not tuned. And you want to come off, and you want to thanks, Jamly. I don't know what the hell that douche was saying, but thank you. Okay, so you want to come off, like get the mute, come off, go back, and strum without the mute. Now, to get a mute while you're moving, you know, you can always, by a show of yes, by a show of like yes, me, like how many people here are familiar with those big cranes that pick up the containers in the docks, like those huge cranes that come up and they go into the boat and they pick up and they slide this way and they come like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like that, those huge container cranes, right? You want to think of your hand, thank you, Liam. You want to think of your hand like this, right? And if you need to get a mute on a higher string, you lift the crane up and you literally move your mute to the higher strings. So like or that's one way to do it, or I'm gonna turn my distortion off. If I was doing like a reggae skank, like I'm pivoting and I'm using now a little bit more of this here, right here, and see that pinky? And so really, actually, it's this part's traveling. And so you can either move it up, you can move it up like a crane and move it and place it down, or you can kind of do this like chase the pick like this. There's a lot of comments coming in. I have no idea what the hell you guys said. So I have to go through, let's say, I have no idea okay, that being said, there was some, I lost my strength in a little finger. It's like, ooh, that's terrible, I'm sorry. Yes. Does anyone know how good Lawrence A3? No, I don't know about those. Fender Custom Shops. You guys talking about Strats? That's good. If you mean the blues scale, yes, by all means, get. I think you're answering a question. Hey, Stitch, enjoy your channel. Thank you, Jim H. Hey, Chicken Guitars. Yep, I got my Strat A1 sticks. Can give us some A1 sticks? I don't know. The Strat Stitch is playing has the best Strat neck. Yes. This Strat is the American Special, and this neck is incredible. This neck is absolutely, this neck is, I don't know, something. It's just so nice, you know. And I mean, like I have that fish thing lined up again, but like, you know, it's just so nice to play. Like, so nice. I really do like the feel of this neck. Okay, what other questions we have? We have to get running a second. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, there's a lot of questions, but I hear you. Hey, Jared, what have you learned the most about your own guitar playing since the launch of StichMethod channel? Wow. Time to get heavy, Jared. I don't know. You know, like, that's a good question. Oh, you know what? I would like put the shades on. Hold on, questions. That's a great question. I might have to answer that separately. I might have to like private message you on Facebook. What have I noticed about my soloing? Um, it's not so much my soloing. It's just I sometimes hate the sound that I just get in the video, just the way it's recorded. And I'm like, and I'm such a no frills type of guy. Just to let you know, like I really am. Like and you know, like I was telling my wife, like production value is now getting important with almost 100,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. That's incredible. So I have to get more production value on the audio side just so I can really, really hear what I sound like coming through the amp versus me playing what I want. I would love to be able to um, hit more A1 steak sauce in my playing. That's just me. More cat wife visualizations on the mode. Okay, thank you, Stitch, for all your dedication. I wish I had discovered your channel earlier. Oh, nice. Your attitude makes watching. That's very nice. Thank you, cars and guitars. Thank you, Fishy Fish. I don't know if there's going to be a spring 2020 workshop, man. I have so much going on for, ooh. You know what, Jason, honest, I'll answer that question in a second. Yeah, I have so much going on in 2020 planned. I don't know if I'm going to have another Diverless Live workshop yet. We should take the, oh, Todd, I think Todd already, did Todd take the, no, Todd didn't take a workshop. I was thinking with someone else. But you should. Come to the workshop. It's going to blow your mind. I have a new, I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. I'm not trying to like, you got to understand, it's for you. I mean, this is for you. I did this for you. Where's my booklet? I don't know where a booklet went. Anyway, I was just working out of it. Have you ever listened to Frog Wings? Yes. Dwayne Allman's like band or something, and I kind of have on Sirius. Nice. Derek Trucks. Well, oh yeah, Derek Trucks, yes, but I mean, original, like, I do love Dickie Betts' playing. I mean, I know, like, Dwayne Allman was amazing, but I do love Dickie Betts' playing, so I'll just say Dickie Betts. And I have something about Warren Haynes coming out soon. How did you start playing with a guitar on your Lego bed? Okay, so I have this part right here is on my thigh. That is my thigh, and I put it on my thigh, and then I take my fatty beef arms, and I grab it right here, and I hold it. And that's the way I've always done it. That's the way I've always done it. Everybody asks me, like, how do you hold a guitar? Oh my God, I saw Tragically Hip open up for Page and Plant at Madison Square Garden in 1990 something. And it was very odd, actually. It was very odd to me, but I was really young. Talk about soloing with each chord change. I just did. Well, there's many ways to do it, and the way that you want to study it, actually, is you want to study Hendrix, or you want to study Trey in some things, and you want to study the blues. You know, the easiest way to study that, or to get the vibe of it, excuse me, is thanks, Mitch. Thanks, Mitch. You know, it's just, actually, watch my video, how to play a tight blues, where I talk about, like, playing, like, you know, just simple, and then, sorry, I messed up. Yeah, oh, yeah, D would be good if I played D. So let me do that again because I was total F up. But like, it shows you how to play like rhythm, and then a solo, and then. You know, and just, you know, something like that. It just shows you how to kind of like practice moving your chords. You got to get used to doing it first. That's most it. How to master one-man blues. That's a good video. Stitch, at some point, can you bless us with a lesson on the transitions in Scarlet Fire with a touch of gray? I'll try. When was the first time you dropped acid? Freshman year? College? Freshman? Broke a homeless guy's arm by accident once. Oh, that was terrible. Anyway, Ian recently went and seen Tab Benoit. Oh yeah, I know about Tab Benoit. It's a trap. Whatever. I don't care. I'm an open book. Yeah, Tab Benoit's nasty. Tab Benoit is pretty nasty. Any advice for starting to give guitar lessons? Yes, listen to your students and find out the questions quickly. And if you don't have the answer, say, I don't have the answer, but I'm going to research that and get back to you next week. And then go find the answer. Very, very simple. You know, listen, listen, listen. Listen to what your students want to know and then find the answer. You are a teacher, so, you know, you can honestly say to them, like, hey, you know what? That's a great question. I don't really have everything, like, tightened up on that, so I'm going to get back to you. Wait, how'd you break a homeless man's arm? With a Frisbee, of course. Come on now. Stupid question, Jonathan. Oh, speaking of, do I like widespread panic? And if so, do you prefer House or Herring? I'm not a huge Panic fan, and so, sorry, John, that was funny. So I wouldn't be able to give you an answer. It's not that I hate them. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't know I don't celebrate their entire catalog as much as I should. One of the things most people neglect to practice, but they should. Chords. And I'll say it to the day I die, may that be, you know, 1,000 years from now. Every one of my students, if you're one of them watching right now, it's okay, I'm going to throw you under the bus. Everyone neglects to focus on how important chords and moving chords and practicing chords and knowing intervals of chords and knowing how to group chords together, because that's what makes a great solo. We're all concerned with the scales, I get it, but the scale is just a roadmap. It's just the scale is just a train track. It's a straight line, and you know, if you're not paying attention to those chords as they move, you're going to sound like you don't know what you're doing. And chords, fucking chords, nonstop. You have to study your chords. And the thing is, the reason I know I can confidently say that is because everybody picks up their guitar and plays solos. So like, go and study chords first for 5 minutes, then play your solos. You're missing out. You're missing out. And just in case you didn't get that, chords. Greta Van Fleet is actually pretty good. I mean, like, I know you're setting me up for, are they like the Led Zeppelin ripoff band? But maybe they are, maybe they aren't, you know? Chords. Gloria! Oh, Gloria! I have to, set up a Zoom meeting with you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just realized I got your text. I've been really busy. Just because it's so funny. Just because it's so funny. There you go. Boom. That's fun times right there. Guitar George knows all the chords. Oh, yes, okay. Now you learned to love your Strat. What do you think, maple or rosewood? Well, honestly, I'm kind of loving the maple, but that's just because I just got a maple guitar neck, you know? But I don't know. I have to play. I know Sean has a rosewood, so yeah, chords. I mean, you really want to know your chords. You want to know your chords. You do. You know, you want to sit like, okay, so like, case in point, you know, like here is that wedge solo, right? And I show you in that video how to go like, okay, how to go the E major pentatonic, the D major pentatonic, the B major here, right? And then the E and the F sharp. But like, can you sit and just play like in one place and bring the chords to you? If you're sick of chords and you can't solo, then you're not thinking of chords correctly. But if you can go like, oh, you know. You know, if you can try and bring them to you, that's, I sorry to stare up and like, you know, visualize. You have to bring them to you. But if you're moving everything around, it's like, you know, it's hard. It's hard to say something cohesive when you're moving things around. So know your chords. Study chords. Okay? You did a video on the, whoa. God, that was a lot of text right there. I did a video and a great chords thing. Actually, a realization about how the 5 chord shapes come about the other day. You don't have to send me things. I don't mean to sound rude. I know it. I'm glad you have it. Never heard Fish, but yeah, Train Anastasio is a huge. Train Anastasio is a huge influence of me. I want to say something like I'm influenced by Jimmy Page, Train Anastasio, Stevie Ray a little bit. You know, David Gilmour. I don't like to think of myself as a Trey carbon copy. I don't want to solo just like Trey. I want to try and like learn as much stuff that intrigues me so I can kind of have my own style. And so anyway, I just wanted to say that, make sure that's important. Okay, I'm gonna get going. Because I got 36 minutes. Got to take a quick break, eat a tiny dinner, and then do some lessons. So thank you for being here. Hey, oh, and Jerry, yeah, thank you. And Jerry, I knew I was missing one. That's my wife, Jerry. Favorite year for Dead? Oh, again, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not that type of guy as a favorite year. I was listening to a 91 show and it blew my mind, and I was like, yeah. So I don't know. It's maybe the question is one of my least favorite years, and that's a hard one to answer. I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I'm not the Dead archivist type person. When's the next live stream? They should be Thursdays. It should be Thursdays at 7:30, but I've just been so busy. So good to see you all. Really quickly, listen to me. I'm going to say this. The Never Lost Live Workshop we're at about half capacity, which is blowing my mind. Okay, that tickets have been on sale for now 9 or 10 days. If you're thinking about going, you can email me at StichMethod, StichMethod, StichMethod@gmail, and I'll give you all information. If you want to send me your phone number, I'll call you. Hey, Drew, because the idea is this: I know some people might be apprehensive that it might be about jam bands, it might be about soloing. It's about everything. It is about everything. And if you want to come, but you don't think you're ready, which you are, I'll talk to you about your questions. But I really want to try and have like a full house. Because I just don't know if I'm going to be doing it in 2020 just yet, and I want to have a real good time with everyone. So I'll stop talking, and everyone go have a great night. Thank you for supporting StichMethod in all of your ways. I'll see you soon with my video, and I'm going to go eat my food, and then let me just do that. I think it hit the X, okay? So I'm going to